Hopefully that was smooth, but I don't know. To look at it on the replay. So we're gonna be playing some more Gerblins, doing Gerblin things, and one of the main things you'll notice is boom, Magus of the Moon. Um, not Blood Moon, but it does Blood Moon things. Non-basic lands are mountains, which is what I think this deck has drastically needed. Every time playing it, but this guy for 3 of him costs pretty much what 1 Blood Moon would cost. So that was just kind of a budget option to get a hold of a effect like this. Um so yeah, I got it. And it's a creature, so it kind of involves our whole whack, you know, thing. The only thing is it dies to red. And there's a bunch of red removal right now. But it's really inexpensive, so it kind of keeps on the whole budget mindset that this deck really is. Also, Goblin Chain Whirler. This was one of the goblins I bought when I first got the deck. It was just one of the surplus cards I decided to go ahead and get. First strike, enters battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and creature and planeswalker they control. So could be kind of nice little bomb card against any X1 creature decks, token decks, whatever. So we had an empty spot, so I put it in here. Reality Hemorrhage, we've dropped down to 1. It could probably go up to 2, but I like Claim the Firstborn too much. Excuse me. I like Claim the Firstborn too much. It's too much of a like wackadoo card to try to do it. Now this deck, this list I have, which is close to the list, if not the same list that I played last time I streamed this deck. I've been doing really well with off camera. In camera, probably gonna be different. I think off camera, what am I right now? 7-2, 8-2, 8-3. I don't know, something like that. I've done pretty well with it. So, and that's before Magus of the Moon. I haven't really got to play any with Magus of the Moon. I don't know if I ever really care to run this through a league again. I kind of rather just do some side games. But maybe if I feel like I'm getting in pretty well, maybe I'll try out a league again in the future. But today is not that future. Today is just going to be playing some games and kind of seeing how Magus of the Moon runs. Maybe Goblin Chain Whirler, but mainly Magus of the Moon. See what it's all about. But yeah, this is I feel like I've been running this deck a little better. I feel like I'm playing this deck a little better, and been really enjoying it so far. So let's uh let's see what's going on with this deck. Of course, I have gotten the die roll almost every time. Oof, this is not a very good hand. It's not awful when I'm on the draw, so I'm just gonna keep it. I mean, we have Goblin Guide. If we could draw something to... Oh, it's Tron. Well, I guess Magus of the Moon comes in handy then, don't it? Please don't let them draw into Tron off a Goblin Guide. They should have a lot of cards that come in against them. What are you revealing here? Thirst for Knowledge. Okay, so kind of a spicy Tron list. Wait, what's Thirst for Knowledge do? Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact. Okay. We have a 3rd land, which is good, but I would really like to see... Reckless Bushwhacker would be the best draw. Mog Emissary would be a good draw. Something to really utilize this Burning Tree Emissary other than just Skewer. And we get a mountain. I actually might not Burning Tree Emissary here. I might just Skewer bolt them. No, I don't like that either. I just hate using Burning Tree. Well, let's go. Let's get in with the Goblin Guide. Sundering Titan. What is going on right now? When Sundering Titan enters or leaves the battlefield, choose a land of each basic land type, then destroy those lands. Okay. That's a card that exists, I guess. Okay, now the question really becomes down to... We know that we're not going to get turn 3 Tron, so there's that, at least. I think we just want to dig in for all the damage as possible. We can Burning Tree and Devastating Summons in one turn. So that feels pretty good. Are they going to remand? What a weird choice. Force negation? That'd be hilarious. What a weird... I don't know. I guess to me it's like, let the bolt get through. Right now though, they could just think that we're some kind of weird burn deck. I guess not weird, but just burn. So, oh my goodness. All the lands. So I can make a pair of 3/3s. Okay, let's do some math here. So we bolt them. Let's just get in. Expedition map, okay. So we bolt them, baiting a remand. And then we Burning Tree, Devastating Summons. Make a couple 3/3s. So they're basically dead on the back draw. On the backswing. And then we have lands in hand to cast stuff. Remand again, negate. That's perfectly fine because we're going to do this. You. We're just going all in because, like, if they play Tron and then like something that wipes our field, we've lost anyway, so we got to go in on it. I definitely think we want to be on the play against old Tronny boy. We have a fierce board. They didn't play the other Tron land, which is good. Expedition map. So they can get, but they played an island. So they have to have something they're not dead with, right? Or am I not doing math right? I'm not doing math right. So they're going to be basically dead. Hers is mine on top. That's annoying. Goblin Guy definitely doesn't feel good for Tron, does it? I think we just light up the stage here. And if they counter it, then whatever. We can either light up the stage or they don't get the expedition. Right? I'm fine with that. So they don't get the expedition this turn at least. So we're going to keep them pseudo off of Tron for one more turn. Very pseudo. Whole lot of counter stuff. Very annoying. Probably more than likely I'll have access to Chalice in the sideboard. Alright, cool. Couldn't get there. Magus of the Moon, yes please. Smash to Smithereens smells delicious in this deck. I mean, against this deck. But I don't think I want to bring in all four. No, I do. I do want to bring in all four. Just based off what we saw. So, I've been taking out Vexing Devils on the draw. He's a lot better on the play than he is on the draw. That's tend to be my quickly move kind of thing. Skewer's not as good in this one. Lightning Bolt doesn't excite me in the same way that other stuff does, just because of what we're dealing with. Devastating Summons. It's a nice gotcha card, and it definitely worked last game, but I don't know about this one. And then maybe a Goblin Bushwhacker. Run it like that. Yeah. Yeah, let's try that. The only good news is if we lose this game, we'll at least be on the play on game 3. Opening hand, 3 land, and Magus of the Moon will be a hilarious keep. We have 2 Magus, but 1 land. Oh, and it's a slow hand outside of that, too. I feel like we got a mulligan in this. We have Legion Loyalist and a Bushwhacker. We got a mulligan it. This is a decent hand. I think I'm just gonna keep this hand and bottom one of the mountains. It's not amazing. I don't like. Maybe Goblin Guide is who you take out over Bushwhacker, just because Goblin Guide helps them. I mean, that's, it's Goblin Guide. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Goblin Guide almost like 100%. Thirst for Knowledge is draw 3 unless. Okay. Is like almost 100%, like, gives them lands, and it's super annoying. But they are going to have turn 3 Tron more than. Yep, they are going to have turn 3 Tron. So. And we just keep drawing freaking lands. I think we just double Burning Tree Emissary. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that post-combat, because then I could have Goblin Grenaded off of this turn, too. Whatever. It's already happened. Do I just Goblin Grenade the Goblin Guide anyway? No, I don't. That was a misplay, and it's probably going to come back to haunt me. More than likely. Thopters. What is going on with this deck? At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control no Thopters other than Thopter Assembly, return Thopter Assembly to its owner's hand and create 5. Ooh! Okay. That looks like a annoying card against us. Beginning of your upkeep, control no other Thopters. Okay. Yeah, that seems really obnoxious. That blocks us for days. I'd imagine it's Tron and then Thopter Assembly, right? It would have to be. It'd be silly not to, because like that just seems way too good. It's a 5/5, so basically we have a hard time getting through it anyway. What is this? Enters the battlefield, you may search the library for a basic land card, put that on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Well, that's going to get rid of our Magus of the Moon plan. So we do 4 damage to them here, 4... Tricky. Because if they block the Goblin Guide, then Goblin Grenade is worthless, right? So We do 4, it takes him down to 12, and then we have 8 damage in hand, it drops him down to 4. That is assuming they block the Goblin Guide. Which, I mean, it just depends. I guess the question now is like, do we just bolt this guy, hit for 6, and then Goblin Grenade their face, which would take him to 5, right? Or there's a good possibility he blocks Goblin Grenade. Oh, this is weird. So if we bolt him, we do less damage. But maybe that's the play we do. Because we could possibly keep Goblin Grenade back for another turn. I don't know. I don't know. That was a weird line. I don't think I probably did the right thing. I kind of want to keep Goblin Grenade in hand. I think I accidentally clicked through it, but I think I'm going to anyway. Just in case he does play the Thopter Assembly. Because then I can just grenade it. Is this Thopter Assembly? No, this is 8-drop Ugin. Alright, well. Yep. That was a card. I don't think we beat an Ugin no matter what we do. That seems pretty good. Well, we probably should have just Goblin Grenade. Goblin Guide actually doesn't seem bad. So we could kill the Ugin here. Or we can get them in bolt range, which seems a lot better. Because Hoots is -10. I would rather just get them in bolt range. I don't know, they do have that island up. But I don't think I care. Let's go straight face. Well, that puts a monkey wrench in our plan, doesn't it? I still think we just... He gets +2, right? I still think we do this. Probably not the right move, but it's a move. Like the only line I got. I don't know. Land, we can try to Raminap Ruins him out. Like, we gotta do something quick. I'm gonna play this out a little bit, at least see what's going on with their deck. They have a lot of weird cards that I'm not familiar with. Yeah, it's fine. Don't let us draw Goblin Grenades. Actually, like, Lightning Bolt or Smash Smithereens is literally the only cards I want to see. I guess maybe, I don't know, they probably have counter magic back, don't they? I guess if they just counter something, we just lose. Mog War Marshal is not very good. We just played anyway. I don't know, do we? I'm just gonna play it anyway. What's like... He can, like, negative Ugin for it. I really don't care. Or he can just counter it, I guess. There is that. If he wants to waste a counter spell on this, I'm actually more than alright with it. Yeah, that's fine by me. Although he gets to scry too. I don't think we're getting game 2 here. I don't think we're even getting close. Definitely feel like it would have been a different game if I kept that opening hand and got to Magus, but I also was like, you know, you say that and then you're like, well, yeah, that would have been cool, but I would have had to draw 2 lands 2 turns in a row. Treasure Mage. When Treasure Mage enter a battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card with value 6 or greater, reveal it, shuffle it, and put it in your hand. What you revealing to me there, opponent? Smash of Smithereens would have been a reasonable. Another Thopter Assembly? Strange. I can't. Okay, he's gonna get in there with familiar. This is a weird list. I like it. I don't think we have anything. I don't think we want claim whatever. Still, claim the fame. No, claim the firstborn. Claim to Fame's the one card that does the one things. There's a weird list of stuff. Ticked up the Ugin. Well, it's like either this turn or nothing, right? I just don't think we went under an Ugin. Foundry Street, alright. Good enough for me to say no. I'm done. Now I'm like, do we want Vexing Devil? And I don't think we do. I think we just still want the... I think we just still want the list we have, right? We want Magus at some point. Log War Marshal actually doesn't seem as good here. Maybe go down that, bring in Bushwhacker back in. Maybe bring in Devastating Summons. Although Devastating doesn't seem like we're going to get... Maybe just one Vexing. We want to be a little bit fast, right? But we still want Magus, and Mog is just not going to be fast enough for us. Smog plays around... I don't know. Devastating Summons can be really fast. Mog just plays around Chalice, which I have a hard time believing there's no Chalice in this deck. There might not be. Well, that's a hand I am keeping. Not a whole lot to do turn 1, but we can turn 3 Magus of the Moon, hopefully. Play that. Oh, please let us draw land. Burning Tree is not bad, and I think I'm just going to double Burning Tree. And bolt them. I think, just to use the mana. A Reckless Bushwhacker would have been a lot better than Goblin Bushwhacker, but what we got. It's what we got to deal with. Sure, I'm just going to bolt their face. Please let us get a land next turn. Please let us get a land. Let them go Tron land, then let us get a land. Come on, land. The only thing that's annoying is let them go get a basic. Please let us get a land. Come on, land. Oh, another lightning bolt. That's wicked annoying. We're never going to see that third land, are we? We're going to get in for a lot here, though. And we have a lot of damage in hand, so... Actually, you might... If we can... I don't know. It's like, they got to debate now what they're going to do. Cracking the map doesn't seem great. Hopefully they just don't have natural Tron. Considering they've about slammed down the Tron immediately, makes me think they don't have it. They didn't have it. Dude. Don't get a basic. Get your other Tron. He did. Oh, for once. Come on, land. Come on, land. Come on, land. Oh, you suck! We have lethal, though. So there is that. I just wanted a Magus of the Moon them. I guarantee they would have just scooped the Magus. What do they got here? Okay. Okay! You're dead. Cool. You're like ultra dead. As long as I don't click through it. Alright. That was the first game. Starting off strong. Legal Parrot, hello. Welcome to the stream. I don't know when you commented that, but I was in the middle of a very, very intense Tron matchup. And we took it down. Took it down 2-1. We didn't get to try our Magus of the Moon, which bums me out. I would have loved to have seen Magus on the field. Just now? Oh, well, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. This is a good hand if we can get one land. Are we on the draw? Yes, always. I'm just gonna keep it. No regrets. Oath of Nissa. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Do you have to reveal? Yeah, you gotta reveal. What'd you reveal? Nothing. That's kind of scary. Land? Come on, land. Land that doesn't hurt me. Yes. We can Foundry Street, Burning Mog. So let's do that. Okay, Jund. Gaia's Blessing. Target player shuffles up to 3 cards from their library into their graveyard and library, draw a card. When it's put in your graveyard. Okay. I have no idea what our opponent's up to. Some kind of Jund list, though, and we're gonna go crazy this turn. Well, kind of crazy. We're gonna dump a lot of stuff. We're gonna hit them for a lot. That's the point. I have no clue what's happening. No clue, like, on my deck, or, like, Magic in general, or, like, what our opponent's doing. They just concede. Alright, well, we have no idea what they're up to. None whatsoever. Magus of the Moon doesn't seem great. They're... Okay, he just drops completely. So... I'm gonna count that, because Magic... So Magic is a trading card game that you basically build decks around. I mean, there's other formats you can play in, but you basically build decks around, and then you compete with people. I'm playing the online version, and I'm playing a really cheap Goblin deck. Magic can get super expensive, and this deck is not. This deck is dirt cheap, and it's relatively competitive, and it's a lot of fun. So I decided to build this on Magic Online because I'm new to the online. So I wanted to check it out. I've always wanted to play, but I never have the time. Magic Online might be your chance then. It's $10 to get it, but then you get like a whole bunch of new player stuff. It'll teach you Magic I think, pretty easily, and you can just get in like single games here and there. So, if you're interested in Magic Online, I really like it so far. I'm relatively new. I made an account like 2 or 3 years ago, but I didn't really do anything with it, and I just now started like I got back. I've been out of Magic for like 2 years, and I got back into Magic. And when I decided to get back into Magic, I was like, I'm mainly going to focus on online stuff. So I started investing some time into this. But yeah, so Magic's super fun. Goblins is the best deck to play. That is my wife, and she plays Goblins, and she thrashes us all the time. So yeah, it kind of is like one of the best decks because it's dirt cheap. It's pretty user friendly. Is it on mobile right now? Because I don't have PC. Magic Online is not on mobile, but Magic Arena is. So Magic has 2 online clients. Magic Online, which is much more traditional style looking Magic, and then Magic Arena, which is very similar to like graphically to like Hearthstone. But it's free to play, free to download on your phone. So you could always check that out, and I'm sure it walks you through how to play it too. So you could always check that out if you're interested in learning. Or you can watch the stream for a bit, because just going head first into stuff is a good way to learn stuff. But I'm playing a format called Modern, which is my favorite format, and it's a wide net of cards. So there's a lot of decks, a lot of viable and playable things. Yeah, so check it out. All right, we got into game. I have not won the dice roll once. This again is a hand with 1 land is going to be insane. So let's keep it and hope for the best. Scalding Tarn. Some kind of is it nonsense probably. Land? Yeah, boy. So if this Foundry Street Denizen doesn't get killed and our Burning Tree Emissary does not get countered, like if they basically do nothing next turn, we are going to just wreck them to like oblivion. It's going to be awesome. Come on, nothing. Watery Grave. Tapped. Okay. Fiery Islet. So some kind of Grixis. Probably some kind of Grixis control. Play something. Dang it. Legion Loyalist. I'm just going for it. I mean, he either counters this or kills Foundry Street, and I'm kind of somewhat okay with either. This is probably one of the craziest draws you can get with this deck. Castle Surge. This is when he just like shits his pants. Like, are you serious? This is an obscene turn 2. He's doing something. Counter spell. Boo! You suck. We still got a lot of creatures on the board, though. We have a lot of stuff on our hand. You're no fun. Seems like it'd be a hard matchup. Control decks seem like they'd be a hard matchup. Master of Death? Okay, what is this thing? When there's a battlefield, you surveil 2. Beginning your upkeep, Master of Death is in your graveyard and may pay 1. If you do, return it to hand. So it's a reoccurring threat. That's super annoying. Do we just Legion Loyalist and Foundry Street here? What does Surveil do? It's like Scrying, but Graveyard, right? They put both back on top? That's terrifying. That's really scary. Alright, what are we getting here? Not the best. Well, I definitely think... We are obviously playing Legion Loyalist. Like, no matter what. The question now becomes, do we Foundry Street? Yeah, we just Foundry Street this turn. We just play the other one. So our guys kill his guy no matter what, and they trample through. Awesome. Back with everybody. I almost clicked through that, which would have been bad. That's a lot of damage. It has trample. I don't understand that path play. Okay, they just give up. I think they realized it a little bit too late. Wow. Is that 2 people in a row now we've had just rage quit from the goblin beats? Maybe I should have done a league. We're 3-0 right now. Let's just join in to a game. Okumaru, is that someone we just played? Can I please just win a freaking dice roll? I've not won one yet. Not very good. But we do have Goblin Guide and a bunch of burn damage, so I'm just gonna keep it. I'd rather have more threats than just Goblin Grenade, but whatever. Hold up now, is this Dredge? Is this Dredge right now? Dredge is my OG modern deck. It's the first modern deck I've ever played. We do not beat this deck game 1 unless they have to whiff something fierce for us to get through. Goblin Guide actually sounds awful against them because they get to know whether or not they want a Shriekhorn. It's going to be a land. Bloodghast. Not a land. Definitely a card worth Shriekhorning away. This is going to be such a hard game. I don't think we beat Dredge. Dredge is such an awesome deck. When I first got into Magic, into the more of the competitive stuff and wanted to play, yep. Actually, Creeping Chill is a card that, hold on. Just do this. I won't be mad losing to this deck. This is one of my favorite decks of all time, so I'm more than happy to lose to this deck. Bloodghast can't block. What are they cathartic? They just actually just cathartic themselves, like without doing anything. A little weird. So we could skewer and lightning bolt them. We could reckless bushwhacker them, which actually seems better next turn with Vexing Devil. So I think we're just gonna get in with Goblin Guide and then double burn them to the face. I don't know. Do I? I actually don't feel like I burn them to the face. This is gonna sound weird, but I think I hold these. I don't think I play anything here. Just because of like creeping chill, stuff like that. Screw it. I'm gonna burn them to the face. At least with Skewer. Because Skewer is the harder one to cast. We're playing goblins. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. I don't know if he has chat out or not, but to read my message of love for this deck. But anyway. When I first got into like serious playing, I've always liked watching Modern, so I knew I wanted to jump into Modern. And I found myself in the arms of the angel of Bloodghast. Not Bloodghast, Dredge. I found this deck and I watched somebody play it and I was like, I love everything that's happening here. So I went for it, and this was the first Modern deck I ever built. And now to this day, I have 2 Modern decks. I've built others in the past, but I've kept 2. And it's Dredge and 8-Rack, because they're by far my favorites that I've ever played. 8-Rack being my favorite, but Dredge being a lovable scamp. What are they doing for 3 here? Just casting Stinky? Okay. Well, they're having a hard time at it, aren't they? So it has Death Touch. Foundry Street. So we can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, no, because they Stinkweed blocks. So we can just not Vexing Devil them this turn, but then they have access to Stinkweed Imp in the graveyard, which is what I think they want. So maybe we bolt Stinkweed Imp on their next end step and just play Foundry Street. Take a turn off. I think sounds like probably the best move in our life. As of right now, hopefully. Play Reckless. Let Chaos Reign. Oh, I know Dredge too well to play that recklessly. I wanted to, but I was like, I'm gonna have to wait until end step and kill the Stinkweed Imp. I'm not blocking the Bloodghast, so if you want to get in with him, get in with him. And if we get blown out by not being aggressive there, then that's just the case, I guess. Life of the Loam, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. We have a very good chance of killing them next turn. The biggest problem is we don't get very good... We don't get very good, graveyard hate for them. Very good sideboard. Like, we have graveyard hate sideboard, but it's not very good against Dredge. That is very good, though. You take the 4, you're going to take the 5. Oh, bad choice. They more than likely have nothing in hand. Oh, they paid the 4 life. Okay. Did I stack that wrong? No. I'm 95% sure they're just dead here. I don't know how we... Like, this deck spun its wheels so bad. All right, let's do it. Poor Dredge. Yeah, they go down to 1 here, and then I Goblin Grenade their face. I've never understood this, and I wish somebody would tell me this. Why is Dredge playing... Oh boy, here we go. They found themselves some blockers, didn't they? Only 1, though. They're still dead. Yeah, they're still dead. No matter what they do, they're still dead. I never understood why Dredge plays Scalding Tarn, because there's no fetchable blue lands. So I've never understood why they do that. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me why it plays, because it's just such an expensive physical card that I don't understand why you get it. Goblin Chain Whirler actually sounds kind of funny here. Magus of the Moon actually sounds amazing, but it seems slow. I don't know if we want Chain Whirler, really. Skullcrack could be good. I don't think I want Reality Hemorrhage. All their creatures are reoccurring. Magus of the Moon seems the best because it shuts them off of anything that isn't red, but it does not shut them off of what they're doing. Because Cathartic Reunion, Conflagrate, there's a lot of Merchant of the Veil, the Cycling Land, so there's a lot that Magus doesn't really deal with. Skullcrack seems good. Goblin Chain Whirler just seems fun, but like I said, all their creatures are really reoccurring, so I don't know if it's really that good. It does have First Strike, and that actually seems like a big deal, so let's bring that in. The Devils have got to go down to Georgia on that one. Devastating Summons doesn't seem as good. Mog War Marshal seems really good against them. Maybe go down to Bushwhacker. Yeah, let's do that. So we're up a game against Dredge, which is really strange. We have the hate card, but we don't have any land. So mulligan. And then now we have just all the Goblin Guides. Keep this one. Me too. My first deck was Dredge, but just got into mode. So I built yeah, glad to see a fellow Dredge player out here. Okay, Mario, you're okay by me. What you got for me? Stomping Ground, untapped. Shriekhorn. Yep. Yeah. Actually, Tormod's Crypt off the top would be nice. Tormod's Crypt, I think, is one of the worst graveyard cards for them. Not graveyard, is one of the worst cards against them. Tormod and Relic, I've never thought was super effective against Dredge. Because the thing with Dredge is it's a graveyard deck where all the cards come out of the graveyard like instantly, just like this. I guess you could do it on the stack, but like just the way it works, I don't know. I've playing Dredge against those cards, they've never scared me as much as a lot of the other stuff does. Like Rest in Peace or Leyline. And there's a thug. I think we're off to the races on this one. Creeping Chill. Oof. Would have loved to Skullcrack that. Actually, I think Skullcrack was too spicy of a card to bring in. Dackmore Salvage. Nice. Get in there with your flyer. Dude, okay, if you're going to play Dredge, you have to play the Future Sight and Archimedes, or it doesn't count. Yeah, okay. We can double Goblin Guide them. And then next turn set up a Bushwhacker Strike. I mean, we just have to be faster than them. Like, period. Like, that's what we have to do. They do have a prized Amalgam in the graveyard. Which, if we get to Bushwhack, is going to be good against that. Mountain. 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 Was that seriously 2 mountains? Okay, Creeping Chill. It's not bad, because they have to draw the Creeping Chill. I'm pretty okay with that, to be honest with you. No, they don't, because of there's still a counter on Shriekhorn. I was thinking there wasn't a counter on Shriekhorn. Okay, well we missed a Dredger, and that's pretty good. Creeping Chill's annoying. I one time was playing Dredge because I'm still gonna get the Ox of Agonas to have the paper version. And I was playing my cousin, and I like basically killed him with just the Creeping Chills. Those cards are so good. Not good to have in your hand, but very good to dredge into. Basically like a free Lightning Helix. What's he casting? Is he just casting Thug here? But I think Thug has Death Touch. A lot of the Dredge creatures do, I think. Cathartic. Oh no, it's even worse. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it's very dredgy. They're going to get 2 amalgams, no amalgams back this turn. Because they also don't have a Bloodghast. That's pretty good. Not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see. Okay, so we can do 6, 11 to them this turn. Or we can do 9, 10, 11. We can only do 11. No matter what we're doing here, we're only doing 11 to them. Which is still good. Not amazing, but still good. My problem is, with this guy, is Narcomoeba blocks him and he just dies. So we're probably just doing 9, actually. Which it seems fine enough. They got a lot of things going on in their graveyard. The Tormod's Crypt off the top would be... Actually, Tormod Crypt would have been better than a Goblin Guide there by far. They have a Cathartic. I don't see a Cathartic Reunion in here, but I do see an Ox. Which is also terrifying. Nature's Claim. Okay, so they were just expecting some kind of graveyard hate. Which I'm alright with, because Nature's Claim... We have Tormod's Crypt, but... You know what I mean? What's Ox do again? Ox is probably how we lose the game. That's what Ox does. They Ox, and then they get all the prized amalgams back. probably what's going on here. Dredge is such a bullshit deck, and I love it. If there's ever a deck that's I mean, it's not as unfair as it used to be, thanks to a massive amount of banning. But if there's ever a deck that was as obnoxious at being unfair as Dredge is, what did he dredge for turn? Yeah, okay. He dredged for Stinkweed Imp. Man, he is not having good hits though. Life of the Loam, probably. I would have oxed. I don't know, I guess you discard your hand, but like, what do you have in your hand? You know what I mean? Did he... Yeah, because he don't have a Conflagrate. Does he? No. Let me do this, because his graveyard's a lot more relevant than anything else in his deck. There's no Conflagrate, so I don't know why you didn't Ox there. I mean, he might have a Dark Blast. I don't know. I guess to me, the Ox was the right play there. That was the card to, and again, nothing. Wow. Wow. This deck's really spinning its wheels. One land and we win the game. I think we win the game anyway, but one land, like, seals the deal. Well, that did it. Oh, I guess we don't Goblin Grenade, though, right out of the gate, do we? Shoot. Oh, well, no, we can just Skullcrack him, Goblin Grenade him. Okay, that works. That works for me. Well, we finally got a Bloodghast, but a little bit too late. Another Nature's Claim off top. There's no reason we should have even remotely come close to winning this. GG's, my friend. You only like horrible decks. That's not true. Not true at all. Well, we're 4-0 right now. I should have just played a league. It's amazing to me how many people have Birds of Paradise as their avatar. I like the snake guy. 5 for 5 on not winning the dice roll. This is a bad hand. We're on the draw. Legion Loyalists not good though. We're gonna mulligan this. Oh, it's even worse. We have light up the stage though. Looks like he mulliganed too. We have Goblin Guide and light up the stage, so we have, and it's Tron again. Is this the same guy? No, because they're different Tron lands. Well, maybe Magus of the Moon will do something here. I don't know. Not a land. Another Goblin Guide is okay, I guess. I mean, we want to race Tron, but I don't think we're going to race them in the way that we really want them to. Mana Leak. Is this the same guy? Are we not sure this is not the same guy? Some kind of mono blue Tron shenanigans. There's Tower, so they're going to have Tron next turn. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get the job done. All the decks you like are terrible to play against. I don't see it that way. Do we Burning Tree and Goblin Guide, or do we light up the stage in Goblin Guide? Probably light up the stage. Watch them get Tron off of this. Expedition map, okay, well. Go down. We'll be getting off of here. Mountain and mountain. Well, I'm glad we played that then. Oof. That would have been real bad. We probably are dead. I'm assuming there's going to be like... I love these Tron lands. This era of Tron lands. What's happening to us here? Worm coil engine. Yep. That'll do it. I don't think we have a single way to beat a worm coil engine. I'm almost positive we don't. Not even in the sideboard. Nope. Especially not having majority lands. Alright, so we don't beat Worm Coil Engine. We never beat that card. So Magus of the Moon comes in. And so does the Smashies. Being on the play... I really don't want to get rid of Vexing. Mog. Actually, Mog probably seems like the card to take down. Mog and maybe a couple Foundries. We just want to be super fast, right? Viewer doesn't seem that good. That works for me. I would love to stick a Magus of the Moon. That would be awesome. Magus of the Moon would be great. Yes, I would like to play first. It's not great, but it's not bad either. I just like, I'm thinking to myself, it's like, is a 6 gonna be better than this? Probably not. Oh, I would love to have a Magus. We could rip a Magus in our first like 2 turns, or even 3 turns. By turn 3, if we can get a Magus on the Moon by turn 3, we're probably setting pretty well. He mulliganed to 5. Well, that's good. 4. If he's searching for like Leyline, I don't care. Chalice would be annoying though. My guess is he's keeping 4. Yeah, to mull to 4 seems good. I just think we're gonna have a really hard time kicking water uphill next if we go to game 3, just being on the play. Yeah, they kept a 4. Not the best turn 1 haster, but it's a turn 1 haster. As of right now, Bushwhacker is the next play. Goblin, not Reckless. Or Smash to Smithereens. Be one of the two. Magus. 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 Ugh. Yep, alright. Keep on our original plan here. Oh, wait. I thought I hit concede there for a second. I was gonna be like, no, we did not mean to concede. This turn is gonna be Lightning Bolt Reckless, depending on what we draw. Magus of the Moon would be amazing. Would be really amazing right now. Please, Magus. Another freaking land. We've drawn too many lands. Like, way too many lands. The only good news is they're on 1 land still. But they draw a land, then they're online with Expedition Map. Alright, cool. I think we just keep it the way it is. Honestly. I mean, we did exactly what we wanted to. Come on, give me a Magus. No, and it's not the best hand either. Smash is good, but none of these guys seem that good. This is a better hand, if we can draw land 2 or 3. No, this doesn't seem very good. It seems way too slow. They keep 7. Yeah. I guess we're going to 5 on this one. Alright. Keep this hand. Probably both Vexing Devils, right? Bushwhacker seems like how he... I clicked the wrong thing! Well, I think our undefeated streak for tonight's about over. That was a major mistake. There's like no way that doesn't come back to haunt us. Well, I guess we're keeping the Vexing Devil. We've been vexed ourselves here. What are you playing? Oh, that's super... Wait, yes. Was he like trying to bait me? Like that I... Like, or is he just trying to scry himself? One on top, one on bottom? I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. Another Vexing Devil. Yeah, I think we're about done for here already. We not only had a mulligan to 5, we also messed up. We misclicked massively hard. Looks like they might have kept it just a counter-heavy hand, an interactive hand, which might be in our favor. They just have all the counter spells, apparently. Counter magic's the dumbest magic. I've never liked counter spells. I would rather have, like... I play 8-Rack a lot, which is a mono black control deck, and control's control, but, like... Counter is, like, just kind of a ease. Like, you want to play Magic? Well, guess what? You know what I mean? At least mono black is just controlling. Like, it just kills everything. Or removes your hand. At least you don't get to try to play Magic. And this is where the downhill slide goes. Really surprised they just didn't crack it there. I guess they want to keep up counter magic. Dude, literally bottling that one land has completely ruined us. Like, no joke. Not having that one land has hurt us so bad this game. It's not even funny. It's actually kind of funny. It's miserably funny is what it is. This is just a slow bleeding death because I know at this point, like, yeah, we're at 20 and they're at 15, but we have lost this game. We have really lost this game. Ooh. Rough. Oh, stupid misclick. I so stupid. Why did I do that? Yep. It's himself a mine. I don't know why he just did that last turn. Can we get a land? Nope, I'm just gonna wrap it up. Alright, that sucked. Hold on. I need to 4-1. Still pretty good, but that no. Just join a game. Okay, so we just have to create a game. That was brutal. Misclick for days, man. Misclick for days. We lost the die. How do we keep losing the dice roll? We have to. We have a 50-50 chance when we're batting 0 for 6. How? Um, Not a very good hand. A lot of damage though. We're on the draw. I'm just gonna keep it. We have lands to play stuff. We technically have we have like pathways, you know what I mean? But that was not a good draw. Not gonna yield through their turn because we have the chance to lightning bolt something of theirs. I can't believe how many control decks we played. I will say this though, when it comes to Tron, I've never been. What is this? Oh, is this 4-color or 5-color fun stuff that we cannot beat with this hand? Not even remotely beat with this hand. I've never liked the mono blue Tron. Wow. Getting in there, boy. Trying to. Bushwhacker with absolutely no value. But yeah, the mono blue Tron I've never been a fan of. I've always liked mono black is kind of cool. You don't see it very often. But like, I don't know, I think the green Tron is way better than the mono blue. I don't know what this is. What is this one again? Island and Plains. Okay, so is this... What is that color combo called? Blue, white, red. Jeskai? Yeah, that seems right. It's just this, some kind of Jeskai control. Well, Vexing Devil's a good bait card for sure. Let it live. Well, if they let it live, we know they have something to kill it. We're just going for it. Or they might not have anything. I don't know. They have to have something, though, right? I just find it oddly suspicious that they don't. The good news is we do have 4 damage and just lands. So they did have something. What? What is happening right now? When you cycle Shark Typhoon, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying. What? Created a 1/1? Okay. Wow, look at that shark. Can I see the shark? The artwork on that shark is cool. Okay, that was weird. Blocks the Vexing Devil, sure. Doesn't kill the Vexing Devil. I am like super intrigued on what's happening right now. Like excitedly intrigued. Well, that wasn't very nice. Okay, hold on. Do math here. It'd be 5, 8. It would be game. I'm just gonna go for it while they're tapped. Because they can't really do anything for Rainap Ruins. And all we gotta do is draw 1 land card. Like, we'll have enough to activate the one, but we need another land card to activate the other one. Unless they have life gain, then that plan was just bad. I'd rather just get everything out of my hand. Field of Ruins? Are you serious? You suck. Oh, they didn't see it. I don't even think we bushwhack here. I think we just play it safe. We just Rainap Ruins in response to their Field of Ruin. Um, wow, that's wicked annoying. This deck is super interesting. I have no idea what's like happening with this deck. Now he would probably want to filter ruin, right? Yep. We still have a lot of ways to win this. No? Okay. Each opponent can cast spells only at a time they could cast sorcery. Okay. Goblin Grenade wins us the game. There is that. Any burn spell wins us the game, actually. Oh my god, we draw Goblin Grenade. I'm getting in with the attack regardless. Alright, because they could have that Force of Negation, which would be super annoying. Alright, cool. Wrap that one up. Magus doesn't seem the best. Actually, a lot of our stuff does not seem very good against them. Skullcrack doesn't seem bad. I didn't really see a lot of creatures. Magus of the Moon doesn't seem great because they seem like they have quite a bit of basic lands. I feel like there's like some psychological warfare that happens when sideboarding against a mono red deck just because of Blood Moon existing. They might like kind of mana screw themselves a little bit to avoid that. I don't know how likely that is, but Vexing Devil does not seem good here. Considering we're not, I don't know, we don't really have anything else that exciting, and I'm still not entirely sure what they're even doing. I still feel like Chalice might be a thing, but it might not be. But it might be. But it might not be. But it might be. Like one of those things. Like, do we bring it in just wondering, or do we just say screw it and just run it back? I think we just say screw it, run it back. Whatever happens, happens, right? But I say I lost the dice roll again. It's like, well, yeah, because you won that game. One land in this hand seems really exciting, so I'm gonna keep it. We'll Foundry Street turn 1. And then maybe, hopefully, Mog War Marshal's turn 2. And then hopefully Goblin Guide and Reckless Bushwhacker turn 3. But we could always, if we don't draw a land, we could always just attack with Foundry Street and light up the stage. Well, there it is. Light up stage, we'll just have to wait. Oh, there's an island. Wall of Omens actually seems really good against us. Doesn't it? So now it makes me wonder if Mog War Marshal is the right call here. Or if Goblin Guides. I still think Mog War Marshal is the right call here. We can Guide and Bushwhacker next turn. Although I would have loved for Foundry Street to be able to get in for 3. I'm going to attack anyway. I mean, worst they're going to do is block. Best they're going to do is not block, but they block. Why wouldn't they? That's literally what this card is here for. Let me draw a card and then just fade some damage for a turn. Why Wall of Omens is awesome. See, this makes me think they're playing around a Blood Moon effect. But it's like, what's the point of doing that if you're gonna, like, still tap down every time? Oh, that's annoying. I still think we do what we do. No. Bump the Foundry Street. Skewers? Interesting. So we could Mog again and kill Teferi and light up the stage. And then set up next turn to be really cool. Or we do that and they just set up counter magic. What's Teferi really do that's even remotely scary? Nothing? Okay. We could always kill Teferi off another time. I mean, he blocks the Foundry Street, right? But then we get in for a lot of damage, but then leave ourselves pretty vulnerable to... And you wish you knew what the right play was. I guess Mog War Marshal kills off Omens. But then we don't get to light up the stage or skewer. So maybe we just Goblin Guide. This is weird. This is hard. I guess we could always skewer. We Goblin Guide, we can light up the stage and skewer, and the next turn Mog War Marshal, Reckless Bushwhacking. That seems probably like the better play. What's Goblin Guide gonna do? Give them a lightning bolt? Okay. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't give it to them, but they have it. So Foundry Street will probably die next turn. I still think we just skewer Safari here. And then we just light up the stage. Oh, well, that's a good pair to see right next to each other now, isn't it? So I think I'd rather Vexing Devil Reckless them. That's a good pair of cards to see. Expressive Iteration. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand. Put one of them in the bottom library and exile one of them. You play the exile card this turn. Okay. Wow, you can play lands off of that? Yeah, that seems really good. For only a 2-drop? Seems really... And it's an uncommon card? How is that not a rare? It's quite late night, so I'm going to say goodbye. Oh, good night, Legal Parrot. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you've enjoyed some of the Magic chicanery. Prismatic ending is wicked annoying. But I think he knows what's coming next turn. He does have Lightning Bolt, doesn't he? We drew a Vexing Devil. So the question now becomes whether if we Vexing Devil and Bushwhacker. We just do that, right? Because then we can just repeat the process next turn. I mean, he's not going to pay the life, and he's going to bolt it. Who cares? Yeah, fine. This one seems like a bad matchup. I guess not really a bad matchup, but it seems like a rough matchup. They get a free Plains of the hand. They do go down to 13. And we do have the Vexing Devil Bushwhacker combo. Depending on what they do, really feel like they're playing around Blood Moon pretty hard. We draw a land, we could Mog War Marshal them and Reckless, which gets even more damage in, or we just Vexing Devil Reckless them. I guess it all depends on what our draw is. The land. So yeah, I guess that's the question now. Do we go much wider, or do we go much more aggressive? I think we go much wider, right? They might have a counter for that. They do have a counter for this. Fuck you. I think we just kill Teferi here, maybe. Actually, his tick up doesn't really concern me too much right now. Supreme Verdict. Well, that was not the card we wanted to see. I'm glad we didn't attack Teferi now. Well, he's going to Supreme Verdict here. We'll get a Mog War Marshal token, which will be nice. A Bushwhacker would be amazing off the top. Although he could just Supreme Verdict at our attack step, though, can he? Because they have... Oh. Lightning Bolt would be pretty cool. Oh, he's just gonna fire it off now. Yeah. Okay. Burning Tree's not bad. I think we're in a position where we're kicking water uphill at this point. He doesn't take the 4, so he's clearly got something to deal with. Vexing Devil. Yep, Lightning Helix. Probably the best card to deal with it. I think we're pretty dead here. Although I would like to see a win condition. I'm surprised that lived. My guess is maybe they don't have quite that good of stuff. We're going to divide up the attacks here a little bit. I want to try to get in at the Fairy. Okay. So Fairy lives. Alright. I think that's probably going to do it. Yeah, so Smash Smithereens doesn't seem good. We'd have the Skull Cracks though, don't we? I think we just run it back. I mean, I think the thing we're wanting to do is just be faster than them, right? I think that's what we want to do. Just get underneath their feet and crush them. Yes, I will be first. Why, thank you for asking. Ugh. A really good hand. We had another land. Actually, you know what? It's not really that good. I'll mulligan this. This is not very good either, but it definitely feels better. He went to 5. So we both mulligan. That's the good thing here. Although I feel like this guy is probably going to help them out tremendously. It did. Of course it does. Goblin Guide, I swear, is like 80% going to give your opponent a land. It gives opponents lands about as much as we win dice rolls. There's next to none. He must have something here. Path or Prismatic. This card is the most annoying card ever. Against like someone who plays a bunch of 1-drops. That card is so wickedly annoying. Another Vexing Devil. Very good. Like I'm drawing a bunch of the creatures I don't want to draw for this matchup. But I don't have enough good stuff in the sideboard willing to like take it out. He takes the 4 damage. Okay, so he don't have a whole lot going on in his hand then. Oh, I guess it's a sorcery. I thought that was an instant for a second. I was going to say I would... That's annoying. Some way to remove that would be really nice. Not really a way, but it's not bad. See if they take the 4 again. They might. Gonna get in for at least 1 here, baby. Drop him down to 8. We're not unreasonably out of this, but we also need a lot of good draws. We need to fade a blue land too, which we might be doing. They have another Wall of Omens, so we're kind of boned. Why did I open my mouth? Why did I say anything? And they have blue access. Oh, that was a good turn. They probably drew the Scalding turn off of Wall of Omens, which is super annoying. Lightning Bolt, so we can kill one of them. See if they call our bluff here. I don't know why they'd care. I don't think we win this game on burn damage. We might though, but I think we're better off just trying to get some blockers out of the way. They're going to get their tricolor. Yep. Their deck's cool. I like whatever they're doing with this Shark Tornado thing. Field of Ruins, wicked annoying. Yep. Thinned our deck a little bit. That prismatic bullshit. Seriously? I fucking hate that card, man. I do. I hate that card. That card is like... In my opinion, honestly, when it comes to like low drop removal spells, that's probably one of the better ones. Draw another freaking mountain. Alright, I think we're gonna lose our second game now. Probably should have quit playing Magic when we was 4-0. I feel like this game is very winnable, but we just didn't have very good draws or cards. I think now we're pretty much out of the game, especially if they play Teferi. Chalice on 1. So they did have Chalice all along. Now we draw a litany of 1-drops. Oh no, that's not a 1-drop. Aha! Not everything in this deck's a 1-drop. There's other things. I mean, we're not out of this, but like, we're pretty massively far behind. Now we're out of this. Yep. Now we're out. Dude, for Mulligan to 5, they've had some great draws, and we've had a lot of poopy draws. Yep. I'm just gonna wrap it up. No, I'm not. I have a hard time conceding. I mean, we're not completely out of this, but we're very close to being out of this. Who would have thought a 0-4 is really good against our deck? I mean, if he counters this, then we're kind of boned. Oh, counter. I mean, this is what we're doing, right? Just trying to, like, slowly puke through. Alright, now we lost. Alright, that sucked. That really sucked. Godly Sam Squamch. Oh my god, we won a dice roll! It's not a bad hand. We gotta draw a land, though. It has potential to be good. We need to draw, preferably 2 lands would be awesome. Can we Goblin Guide ourselves? Goldmire Bridge? Let me guess, a land? Of course it's a land. Why wouldn't it be a land? It's an artifact land? Some kind of artifact-y shenanigans? Indestructible Brew. Now there's a land. Do we Bushwhacker? No, I don't think we do. We etch in 1 thing of damage. Yes, so we do Bushwhacker, because then we have Legion Loyalists to help with Reckless and Surge. The fun thing that is about this deck, Godless Shrine. No, stop. The fun thing about this deck is this deck's like super cheap. So you're beating these really expensive high-end creature decks, not creature decks. Really high-end expensive decks. So let's see what they get. Shadow Spear. Is this hammer time? So that's a bad card. We're definitely bolting the Mystic. And we're definitely surging in the Reckless. We might have been able to overrun the board too much. Because once we're going to probably double Loyalist next turn. First Strike's going to become a big deal. Well, I definitely know what comes in. You know what I mean? I definitely know what we're bringing in here for next turn. That's going to be a big guy. Nettlecyst is going to be big. But it's not going to be big enough. I think he's dead next turn. He's definitely dead. The triple loyalist draw. Alright. Well, Master Smithereens 110,000% comes in. Claim the Firstborn seems hilarious. Magus of the Moon seems pretty good too. Skullcrack, I don't think I care about. Like, Skewer seems bad. Let's get rid of the Vexings. Devastating Summons doesn't seem good in this matchup. War Marshal seems good. I don't know how good Magus of the Moon would actually be, but it doesn't seem bad. I think it turns off their artifact part of their lands, which would be really good. Maybe just 2 of him, but I'm gonna put in all 3. We're just gonna see how it goes. Foundry Street doesn't seem the super exciting against them. Maybe go down 1 Reckless. No, because we're probably winning the game by going sideways, so maybe going down 1 Bushwhacker. Let's try this. Claim the Firstborn. I'm just gonna be honest. It's just me being cheeky, but I want to cast that card so bad. I've been playing 8-Whack so much, and I've never got to cast that card. I want to cast it, and I can. Absolutely keeping this hand. We can Goblin Guide, but then we have all the smashes. Claim the Firstborn. I want to claim the Firstborn, some big, stupid germ. And we do have removal for Stoneforge Mystic. It's always a freaking land, Goblin Guide. Come on, man. We're definitely not going wide this game. Yeah, that dies. That dies now. Oh, it has protection from red. Oh. Huh. 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 So we have 11 damage here in burn. No, we have more than that. We have a lot of damage in burn. They gain a life. Maybe we still just Bushwhacker them. They gain a life and then they lose 2. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the right play here is. I think we just Bushwhacker. We're going to yield to that every time. That definitely seems like a good card against us. I'm just going to get in with everybody. He blocks the 3/2. Our Goblin Guide dies. They get another land. Of course they do. They take 2. Yeah, Core Firewalker actually seems wickedly annoying. I honestly never thought about that. Another one? I don't even know how we deal with this thing. We're definitely smashing the Smithereens, the expedition map. They only take 1 damage here, though. If they get another one, we just scoop, because then, like, our burn spells do nothing. At least right now we're wanting them. Kind of thing. And we do have the off chance of winning off of them going. I feel like we just scoop here. I don't want them to see our claim the firstborn. We're already kicking battle uphill, so like let's not do that. On the backswing, I definitely like Magus a lot less. And I like Vexing Devil a lot more. I wish we had more of a way. I guess we do have that card. That do be a card. Magus maybe just doesn't seem that important since they are an artifact deck. I think maybe I just want to go... I wanted to cast Claim the Firstborn too so bad. Maybe we get rid of Claim. I don't know. Claim seems good though. Claim is just too cheeky. I'm going to go down to Vexing Devil to keep a Claim in. Devastating Summons can win us a game. And I think I want Bushwhacker back. I don't know, because we have the Reality Hemorrhage. We have the Claim. Smash seems good. Let's do that. Yes, I would like to be on the play, please. Oh! A good hand if we draw land. We really need to draw that land. We need to draw 2 lands, and it's a very good hand. I think we mulligan it. This is a better hand. This is a hand to keep. And I think we send one of the light up the stages away. Keep. Seven, of course they did. Here, have your 8th. Esper Sentinel. What is this thing? Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card unless they play that. Whatever. Is this Hammer Time? Is that what this is? I know of Hammer Time, but I don't know exactly what Hammer Time does. Well, we're gonna Bushwhack, so like I don't really care about Esper Sentinel. And if you take 5 here, that's not a good... I don't think I would. You know what I mean? Of course. Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. Next turn would be awesome to smash Smithereens and light up the stage them. We have a good clock. We have good cards in hand. I will say though, this for how tonight's went is a lot more closer to how the deck's been running for me off camera here recently, which is like fairly good. It's surprising. It's probably that stupid Core Walker. Yeah, that's annoying. Burning Tree is not bad. I think we just do this anyway. Hope Reality Hemorrhage is part of this package. No, it's not. But that is a good package. If we draw a land, it's going to be really good. We got to draw a land. This card just seems so hard to get, for us to get around. The pro red and everything. Okay, so I didn't know there was another creature that's proto red. I thought there was only the one. So maybe I want to go up the other reality hemorrhage. Because, like, this one card feels unbeatable for us. Sure. Put it on the field. Actually, don't. I don't want to do that next. Oh, that was a good draw. We can Burning Tree, Reckless, Lightning Bolt. Get rid of Stoneforge, and then keep up Smash. Yeah, I don't care. How do I always yield to that thing? They might have like a Path to Exile or something. I mean, if they have Path, they have Path. You know what I mean? I guess they don't. Yeah, I just, with this core Firewalker, I just don't know how we get around actually beating it. It just seems like such a miserable card for us to get around. Like, it's so miserable, in fact, that the second Reality Hemorrhage seems way better. Ink Moth next. So yeah, this is like Hammer Time or something. Shadow Spear. Nettlecest. So I guess we probably blow up that then instead the Shadow Spear, unfortunately. Get in with Core Firewalker. Howard. Um There's a small chance we still get this, but it's growing ever smaller, I have to say. Urza's Saga, yeah, it gets way smaller. I was gonna say, is he not gonna block? Kind of dumb, wouldn't it? Ugh. When you just get wrecked by one card. We're down to 6. Unfortunately, we need a lot of burn damage to get through. And they're gonna have a life linker. Yeah, this core Firewalker, unless we rip literally Reality Hemorrhage next turn, I don't think we get back from this. I think we're about done with. Especially now he gets like Saga online. Because like next turn we don't really have a way to like, yep, we can't get through 2 of them. God, that sucks. All right, let's come back here for a second. Reality. Hemorrhage, please. I hate to say it, but like, I really think we need 3 of them. Goblin Chain Whirler is cute, but I don't think it's really that good. Same with Claim the Firstborn. You can probably go down a Skullcrack. Skullcrack has seemed super irrelevant. Claim the Firstborn, as much as I want to cast this, and as fun as this card seems, has not been very good either. I just think our deck is way too susceptible to... I thought there was only the one. I guess there's more than one. This card, we need this. We just literally lost 2 games because of one card. So I think this is a card we need. Skullcrack doesn't seem great, though. I've not been impressed with Skullcrack so far. But yeah, alright. We're going to do one more. Do one more. Call it done. Reality Smasher 1. Wonder where he's playing. Probably not Reality Smasher. We won the dice roll again. We have a very good hand. Kind of. Not bad. Keep. Part of me wants to Vexing Devil next turn. And the part of me wants to War. It's just Vexing them turn 1. What Vexing Devil's here for, right? Because if they take the 4 damage, they didn't have a way to deal with it. That's the way I always look at it. Bobble. Hate this card. I hope this gets banned so bad. A free card that lets you basically play a 56 card deck is so unfair. I think it should be gone. What is this? Death Shadow? Ancient Stirrings. So they are a smasher deck. Well, we can War Marshal and Bushwhacker them. That seems really good. Eldrazi Temple. I don't think we're going to Bushwhack them. Oh no, they can't cast Thought Not Seer next turn. Shouldn't be able to cast Thought Not Seer next turn. Doesn't mean they're going to. Log War Marshal. Let's just throw down the Marshal. So we should be able to hit him for a lot next turn and light up the stage. In theory. There's Temple. No Displacer? No. That was a pretty good draw. Take 6 here. Lightning Bolt. I don't care. The idea was more for you to take damage. So I can light up the stage. Foundry Street and a land. So we can Foundry Street, Bushwhack. Probably not. Smasher? Yeah, fine, whatever. You gonna get in? Yep, that's fine. The ideal draw will actually be Foundry Street. Another land. Play that. So let's see here. If we Foundry Street, we attack for not a lot. But if we Goblin Bushwhacker War Marshal, we attack for a bunch. So that seems like the better play to me. Shoot. Yeah, that seems pretty good. That seems like lethal. Okay. I was like, yeah, okay, that seems good. I'm bringing in the smashes because more than likely they're going to have Chalice. I don't want to bring in 3, though, because we didn't see a lot of artifacts. I think we just bring in the Chalices anyway. Go down all the Vexing Devils. Go down a War Marshal, a Foundry Street. No. Skewer. War Marshal seems potent, though. Okay, let's do that. Do we beat Eldrazi on the draw? I doubt it. Seems very unlikely, and this seems like a very bad hand. They begin with 7. We're on the draw, and we can light up the stage them. Or do we mulligan? I'm just going to keep it off of light up the stage, and we're on the draw. Not amazing by any means. By no means an amazing turn. They're kind of reckless with their life total. For as quickly as we killed them in one turn. Ragavant? Really? Running that little dude? Well, that might change things a little bit. That smells like a card that needs lightning bolted. I actually really don't like Guide here. Noble Hierarch. Okay, so they're like some kind of weird Jund Eldrazi. I have no idea what's happening right now. I feel like we still just bolt the mana dork, right? I'm not like totally like wanting to press his life that much. We can guide and light up the stage next turn. He's gonna bolt Unholy Heat. Okay. What's this one do again? Delirium does 6. But it only does to creature or planeswalker. So they're like some kind of weird Eldrazi planeswalker, not planeswalker, Delirium deck. I don't have a clue what's happening in this deck. I really don't. Fuck off, Bobble. Thought not Seer. And goodbye, light up the stage. See, this is why I think Bobble should be banned. It essentially lets decks just be really, really linear. It's really not. Wait, he took Goblin Guide? I don't know. It just seems weird, right? Unless he was gonna Thought Not Seer next turn, I don't know. I don't think we have lethal next turn though, unfortunately. So we can. Oh my! If we draw Devastating Summons and just steal the game out of nowhere, that would be hilarious. Could you imagine if they attack with both these and we top deck and we top deck Devastating Summons? That would be hilarious. We would just win the game. We would actually kill them in one turn. Yeah, sure. That would be hilarious. It's in our deck. We didn't sideboard it out. Oh! So we can do 3, 5. We might be able to eke it out. Oh, devastating summons would have been hilarious to draw right there. I mean, we could kill the Thought Not Seer, right? Actually, I kind of like that, killing the Thought Not Seer. Just to draw a card off of it. That was a good card to draw. Although I think Smash is a dead card against them. I'm really starting to think so. Smash is a dead card. Mashira's Bauble. Dude, I hate that Bauble card. I really do hope that gets banned the next ban. Because there's no reason this deck's playing it other than the fact that they're trying to basically play a 56 card deck. There's no other reason to play it. Noble Hierarch. It's kind of annoying because it just defeats our kill them next turn plan, which was our big plan to do. Yeah, Smash seems like a bad card here. I guess it all depends. I guess Devastating Summon still kills them though, right? More than likely. Can only do seven damage here. Alright. If they have Chalice, they have Chalice, but they got a lot of one-drops themselves, so I'm not, like... I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I definitely like bringing in... Skewer... I don't know, I'm not crazy on Skewer. Vexing... Hemorrhage, maybe? I don't know, I kind of like Vexing Devil on the play. I don't know, I think we just try to be faster than them, right? Like, that's our game plan. Be a lot quicker than them. Cheap, but it's not great. I think we probably just get rid of the Goblin Gut. I guess we have 2 bolts. We'll get rid of a bolt. Not a great opening hand. I was like, what's happening right now? Trying to play a card that I can't play. They're just gonna bolt this right out of the gate? Okay, Hierarch, whatever. I don't think... I don't know. I don't know what to think about the Hierarch. So this is my problem with Goblin Bushwhacker. Is every time I have these 2 cards in hand, and Bushwhacker, this Goblin Bushwhacker does not mix well with this Bushwhacker. Well, what I can do is play Burning Tree Emissary and then bolt the Hierarch. Which actually feels pretty good. So I'm going to do that. Did I not attack them last turn? I don't think I attacked them turn 1. I think I played it and passed. I'd have to look back. I think I goofed hard. At 1 point of damage is probably really going to matter too. And I'm not saying that ironically. I'm saying that, like, truthfully. Tarmogoyf is annoying. But how annoying? Lightning Bolt would be... So it's very annoying. It will eat one of these guys. I have no idea what's happening with this deck. I really don't. Yeah, that's annoying. They're going to go down a lot. We have another Goblin Bushwhacker. We probably lose if they play Thought Not Seer here, which is probably what's happening right now. When do they not have it? The goodbye Goblin Bushwhacker, probably. Yeah, they take the grenade. Voice. These two seem kind of like a nombo, right? Take a card from their hand, but like Voiv doesn't get powered up by it. And then now we just top deck shit for the rest of the game. Yep, I figure. This feels rough. Maybe we do bring in Magus of the Moon. We can't beat Two Thought Not Seers. Maybe we do bring in Magus of the Moon against them. Alright, so definitely a lot better this time around. Went 4-4. This is where I'm going to call it a night. Now, 2 people did rage quit after 1 game, but we still beat them, right? This deck's not bad for the budget, but it's not a great deck either. Like, this is not a deck I would take this deck to F&M, but I would not take it to a big tournament. And I'm very leery about doing another deck, like another league with it, because it can be really good, really strong. We saw tonight you can have crazy, quick, out of nowhere wins, super aggressive, super strong pathways that are awesome, totally fun. There's also a good chunk of stuff here that just doesn't do it. So like we have issues with any creature with toughness 3 or more. We saw that with Wall of Omens. Thought Not Seer obviously is really hard for us to get around. We literally lost an entire match because of Core Firewalker, which I forgot even existed. Which is why I think the Reality Hemorrhage is actually a necessity in this deck. Magus of the Moon, we never got to try out, but he seemed like he would be a good fit. The matches we brought him in, he just unfortunately we just didn't get to see him, but I definitely like having it here. We did good. Like we played some games where we played really strong and ran really good. It's just one of those things where it's like this deck is all about the gas of the opening hand, and it does not mulligan well, because if you don't have an opening hand full of gas, you sputter. So you don't really ever want to mulligan below, like, honestly, 6. And then your top decks are really bad in this deck. There's really bad top decks. I think it's a little better with, like, I think Vexing Devil is a much better top deck later game. Light Up the Stage, now that I understand how this card works, I am actually a pretty big fan of it, and it comes in handy. But yeah, there's just a lot of top decks that aren't very good. Vexing Devil, I think, though, it should have a home in this deck. It's been pretty good. It's way better on the play than on the draw. It's a nice little gotcha card, and it also works really well to sideboard out. It's an easy sideboard target. Because kind of it's one of those cards, like, once they know it's there, it's not as good. But also on the play, it's really good, and surging it, whacking it with one of the whackers is incredibly fun and out of nowhere. Devastating Summons was surprisingly an all-star that I kind of was looking for a couple times tonight, that I was hoping to draw, and I just never did. There's a lot of games where you don't want this card, but there's just some games where this just closes out the game out of nowhere, and it's really good. Burning Tree and Goblin Bushwhacker, there's a lot of times where these two cards just don't play with each other very well. But yeah, I mean, it's a good deck, and it's a very budget deck. Like, this whole deck, including the Magus of the Moon, which is the most expensive card to buy on mtgo, or maybe it's Goblin Guide. I actually think it's Magus of the Moon, though, is the most expensive card. This deck is still, I'm pretty sure, under $20, if not maybe just a hair over $20. which is saying something because this deck is it is competitive. We've played some tier decks and we did good against them. I think we went to game 3 every game, right? Other than the ones where they rage quit. I think we went game 3 every time. So that says something. This deck's also way better on the draw than on the play. We went 4-0 and then went 4 lost 4 in a row. So we just should have just quit at 4-0, but we did do a lot better than we have. And yeah, this deck's not bad. It's fun. Being able to just burning tree into bushwhackers and stuff and just swinging for a bunch of damage out of nowhere is always going to be a good time. It's never not going to be a good time. But yeah, I just I don't know. I it's a good deck. I just don't think it's definitely fringe, you know what I mean? Could you 5-0 a league with this deck? Yes, but it's going to be one of those things where the stars align kind of thing. I feel like this deck you're better off. You're probably more than likely going to 2-3 or 3-2 with. Probably 2-3 with if you do leagues, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad deck by any means. It's fun. It's a good budget deck, and I'll be playing it for a while until I get money to buy a more expensive deck. So anyway, that has been another round, another night of 8 whacking. And it was fun. I definitely think this is a much better build. I would love to try like a Naya or Boros version of the deck. Boros. I think could be a lot of fun with like Wild Nacatls or something like that. I think with Boros you get a much better sideboard and you're not as destroyed by one card. Seriously, that one card just ruined that whole match with us. And I actually think that match was not for that one card. Literally the one card we could have easily won. That one card did us in both games. So yeah, so that's it's been 8 whack. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.